Lydia Joy here. I am stopping by live to share with you what I got today at my local health food store. While I'm waiting for folks to jump on, I'm going to just chat a little bit here. I am a nutritional therapy practitioner. I'm also a single mom, so Thursdays are my kid-free days. So I swung into the health food store and I spent a little extra time checking things out. And so I wanted to share with you today, from a nutritional therapist's perspective, what I bought and why. So let's dive in, shall we? So I shopped today, for those of you who happen to live in the Pennsylvania area near Philadelphia, I shopped at Martindale's health food market in Springfield, PA, and it is not a chain, it's a small owned place. They've been around for a while and they have the best local produce, them and one other place that I go to. And they're the only place in my area that has the best quality dairy that I can find. So I go there a couple times a month to make those types of purchases. So let's dive in. So the first thing I went for was our milk. We don't drink milk every day, and we don't really use milk a lot. But in the winter, the boys do enjoy some hot cocoa. My oldest son might make a couple smoothies a week after his workout from the gym. So I want to make sure that I'm getting the best quality dairy and raw milk. So making sure I'm getting from a small local farm, and I'm getting the A2, the grass-fed A2 milk. If you don't know what that means, do some research, do some Googling, make sure you're getting the best quality milk you can get. It's really important. Quality matters. Not everyone can tolerate dairy, but getting the best quality can help you out. So if you aren't sure, try finding really good high quality A2 milk that's grass-fed and see if that helps you out. You can Google that, go to realmilk.com. That's or realmilk.org, I believe, is a great company, great website to check out to learn more about high quality dairy. And then there's a great book called The Devil in the Milk, and that'll give you some education on quality dairy. If you are one of the lucky few that tolerates dairy, like my family does, thankfully. And then I'm going to show you cream. So I use heavy cream. I am not afraid of fat. Most people today are still believing in the myth that fat is bad for you. So we're operating from healthy, good fats. The best quality are indeed good for you, and they have things in the, healthy fat has, benefits to it for us. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about that, but I get this glass bottle. It's Trickling Springs, and remember, I'm in Pennsylvania, so this is a Pennsylvania dairy. I don't know how far spread they go in terms of their product, but this is in a glass bottle, and it's organic heavy cream. It is pasteurized, but their standards for how they, allow their cows to be raised and taken care of are high, in my opinion. So, sometimes I go for that. It's really hard to get raw cream in our state anyway. It's technically not legal, I believe, unless that's changed and I'm just not aware. So it's really hard to find anyone who will get you some raw dairy. So we have to go with either pasteurized or small vat pasteurized, which is another thing that I like to buy too. And Seven Stars Farms, another farm in Pennsylvania. So if you are one of my Pennsylvania watchers, you can look for this brand. They are a high quality. And this is a heavy cream that is only vat pasteurized. It's also not homogenized. So I really love this cream. They don't always have it. It's not always something I can get, but when they have it, I buy it. And it's really nice and thick. And I like that it's vat pasteurized. It is not homogenized, which helps retain, you know, the nutritional benefits to you, the consumer, which is what you want. It's not about the shelf life. It's about the quality of the product and what you're putting into your body. So that's just a quick little primer about dairy. So I'm really particular about the quality of dairy that we buy because it matters. I also purchased some Calypia Farms, which is a good brand, or almond milk, and this is the unsweetened. I have mild lactose intolerance, so I can't really do milk. I can do cream, I can do the milk fat. So in the winter, when I'm working, I kind of sometimes want like a chai or a hot cocoa or things like that occasionally. So I'm gonna use this almond milk to make some chai at home while I'm working. And this is a nice option if you're looking for a store-bought almond milk. This is a really clean one, really good one. It doesn't have the carrageenan. One little note though, it does have a lot of calcium. So if you're somebody who's like gonna be consuming a lot of almond milk, you do wanna make sure you are balancing all that calcium with the calcium cofactors, namely magnesium. And I'll talk about that in a second, where you can get magnesium. But you know, they do add calcium to it, which isn't technically necessary, but that's another conversation for another day. So if you're someone who's gonna drink a lot of it, just be mindful that you're getting plenty of calcium and you need to focus on magnesium and things like that. With that said, one of my favorite ways to get some other minerals and you know, also enjoy a food that I love, but still get the health benefits from it is chocolate. So I'm always looking for the best quality chocolate I can and trying out. I really prefer it to be over 70% cocoa, so it's like less sugar. But then, you know, you're gonna be getting some minerals in your chocolate. This label doesn't really go into it, but you know, there's quite a number of minerals in high quality chocolate, and magnesium is one of them. Another one is copper. You can get other trace amounts of other minerals. So, you know, if you're craving chocolate, sometimes listen to that craving, as long as you are, you know, making really good choices and choosing the best high quality, higher cocoa amounts, less sugar, that kind of thing. You can be getting some health benefits. So, you know, keep that in mind when you're looking for chocolate. Another snack that I don't know if you can get this everywhere else, so I apologize, it is a East Coast thing. This company is from New York, and they make these amazing butternut squash. They also have pumpkin seeds. It's really rare to find butternut squash seeds. I highly encourage you to diversify your diet as much as possible. If you're somebody who's like always eating the same nuts every single day, go out to a store and try to find something different and give it a try. Our body thrives on diversity. Our gut health thrives on diversity. And you're gonna be, you know, opening your palate to try new things, but also getting different nutritional benefits. So, you know, pumpkin seeds and butternut squash seeds are also another cool way to get minerals, especially when the company that, you know, place that grows them is really paying attention to what's in their soil and things like that. So these are delicious. If you could ever find them local to you, or maybe go online and look this company up, maybe you can order them online. I think you can. They are really fantastic. Or Google a recipe and make your own pumpkin seeds, you know, with some flavor for diversity and good healthy snacks for your kids. So this is like something I'll keep in my purse, and it'll be handy to have on the go. I also picked up some turmeric. You guys know by now, I hope, that turmeric is a pretty powerful item that you can find. It's everywhere. There's all kinds of ways to do turmeric. I love to buy it fresh when I can find it, and thankfully it is becoming fresh locally. So look for it. You can grate it up the same way you would grate up ginger. I like to use it in, you know, vegetables, different ways. Partner it with some black pepper that will help, you know, enhance the benefits. But turmeric is such a great anti-inflammatory. It's loaded with antioxidants. It has a high amount of manganese. Manganese is a mineral you probably don't hear much about. It's a wonderful mineral. I love manganese. It's great for your blood sugar. So that is one way you can get some more minerals too. Just grate it up, cook it, just play around with it. Don't be afraid. I love turmeric, and I'm probably gonna grate it up with this amazing golden beet I found. Look at that beautiful beet. It's enormous. Again, like I said, try different plant foods, try diversifying your diet. Go out and purposely find a vegetable you have never tried and try it. Golden beets are a little bit different than regular beets. And they have, different nutrition than a regular beet. So give it a try, one of the things that I also wanted to say today too is, because you can see I picked some variety in colors. It's important to get a variety of colorful vegetables and plant foods in your diet to benefit from the array of colors. So I think it's becoming a little trendy to eat the rainbow. So maybe you're going to start hearing more about that. Eat the rainbow, especially in the winter. There's ways to do it. It's easier in the summer because we're so used to fresh produce, but in the winter, if you find a good local store that has this variety, you're going to be benefiting. So this is a purple carrot, you guys. Originally, the orange carrots that we're all so super familiar with were purple. And purple carrots just, they're just going to have different antioxidants. They're just going to have different nutrition. So again, it's really good to diversify for your gut health and try different colors. They have different energy. This is a hikari turnip. It's a little cute white turnip, really delicate flavor, kind of similar to a typical red radish in terms of its texture and such. And, if you are someone who has to kind of be a little bit more cautious with your starchy carbs, some of these vegetables that I'm showing you are good choices because they're more moderate starch, so they're not as high starch as such as like a potato, and you can cook it similarly to a potato in stews and things like that, and it's just a nice option to swap out if you're needing to lower your high starchy carbs. Maybe you have diabetes, maybe you have dysbiosis in your gut and you can't handle those starches, things like that. So give that a try. This is a nice option. I mean, if your local store has it. And then I also am a big green tea drinker. So I drink green tea every day. And I like to try different types. So I'm, last month it was jasmine green tea. The month before was like gunpowder. This time I chose Indian green tea, and look at my atrocious handwriting, I apologize. Frontier is a company that you can get some really good quality herbs and such in bulk. So thankfully my store just sells it in these little jars, and I can kind of try out what I like and see what I like. And so I'm giving this a try, but green tea is like really a great option for people who are looking for something instead of just like a caffeinated beverage to jack up their energy. It does have a smaller amount of caffeine than black tea or coffee, but what the beautiful thing about green tea is it's more balancing and more stabilizing, and it has that L-theanine, which is a beautiful amino acid that can really help calm your nerves. And there's just so many health benefits to green tea. If you are open-minded and willing to give it a try, this one is a more mild one. It's not as intense as some of the green teas. So play around with your green teas. There's so many different types, and some of them are more earthy than others, and some of them are more mild. And so I know it can be one of those things, just trying out the green tea to see if you like it, if you're new to it. Okay, so this is healthy ramen, y'all. I don't know about you, but I grew up on those ramen noodle packets that are totally loaded with MSG and so bad for you. So, you know, thankfully there's alternatives, and this company, Lotus Foods, is fantastic. The quality is amazing. So look for Lotus Foods brand. They have many varieties of rice ramen noodles, different blends and such. And you don't have to buy the ramen packets. This has like a seasoning packet that comes with it. I tend to buy them in bulk. Costco has one of them right now, and that's how I make chicken noodle soup for my kids. We use those rice ramen, and I'm particularly fond of them. This one doesn't have it on the label, but they are more mineral rich. So some of them have higher, you know, amounts of manganese and other minerals. And in case you didn't know, I'm a little obsessed with minerals. So I want to make sure you guys are getting your minerals because they are your spark plugs. So check this out if you haven't already. It's just a great, convenient option. Nice thing you can pack and take with you on the go if you're traveling or you're a busy day. You have access to hot water and a dish. You know, this can make a convenient little, part of your meal or something like that. All right, so I have a couple more things here. Bear with me. I know you guys have heard of golden lattes, right? Well, I just talked about turmeric. The other thing that's super popular right now is the benefit of mushrooms. So there's some great ways you can try out the power of mushrooms. If you don't like to eat them, you can consume them in a drink. So this is a quick little tip for you. You can get this company. It's forsigmatic.com, and they have all these amazing mushroom coffees, teas, and such. See if there's one that you like. Try them one at a time. My health food store thankfully sells them individually, so you can kind of test them out. So I'm gonna give these a try. This is a hot cocoa one with cordyceps. Cordyceps is an amazing mushroom that has an adaptogenic health benefit where it's just like it's just kind of like a powerhouse for you. And this one is a mocha. So I'm excited to give these a try. If you guys have tried them, let me know if you like them, what you think. Do they help you? Do you feel energetic from them? And then the last thing I want to show you, and I want to give you my strong disclaimer about iodine. Please don't take a lot of iodine without working with a practitioner. I am getting this chewable for my kids. It's very low dose, so it's, you know, a good option to add a little bit of this because iodine is super amazing, especially going into the winter. It's a powerful antifungal, anti-everything, and so if you want to avoid getting sick, a really small amount of iodine is not a bad idea. This is a nice one. It's a chewable. It's chocolate. 500 micrograms is really, really low dose. So it's 0.5 of a milligram. So, it's 5. I'm going to have to 500 micrograms. I'm going to have to tell you that later because I think I got it totally wrong. But this is a small amount. It's pretty safe. If you have any major health concerns and you're not sure, just check with your doctor or your health practitioner before you start iodine. But in super low amounts, it's really great for you. It is really hard to get in our diet if you are not consuming a lot of seafood or seaweed. And it's really easily lost because we're exposed to things like chlorine and fluoride and all these things. So a little bit is pretty safe, and it can be really effective in the morning for a little energy boost as well as support your immune system through the winter. So that is my last tip for you. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. I just wanted to share what I got today because it's super fun and I wanted to give you a little education. So thanks for watching. I will see you all later. Bye-bye.